Hi, my name is Scott Swanson. I'm an electronic media specialist with NDSU Agriculture Communication. When doing a video, planning is extremely important. Rarely will you say, "Oh man, I wished I wouldn't have spent so much time preparing and planning for this video." Most often it is the opposite. And don't just do a video because it's a cool idea. You want to make sure it has a purpose. And for you, this purpose is getting your key messages in the video and working towards your objective. Your objective and target audience is hopefully already defined in your communication plan, but it won't hurt to go over these things again as you develop your message for the video. Also, even though distribution part comes once the video is completed, it is good practice to have the plan in place for this before you begin. The success of your video project will largely be determined by the time and effort you put into properly planning your project. If you don't have a great idea and a solid shooting plan in place, no amount of production or post-production expertise and experience can save your project. One of the most important stages of planning is creating a storyboard. A storyboard is a graphic representation of how your video will play out shot by shot. A storyboard gives you a visual aid for you to explain your vision for the video to others. When you have a storyboard, you can show people exactly how your video is going to be mapped out and what it will look like. This makes it easier for other people to understand your idea. When you storyboard a video, you're setting up a plan for production, including all the shots you'll need, the order that they'll be laid out, and how the visuals will interact with the script. The storyboard is a starting point around which you can plan all the scenes you need to shoot. This really comes in handy when you're making your video, as it ensures you won't forget any scenes and helps to piece together the video according to your vision. For some people, a storyboard can be kind of overwhelming, so to get things started, you could try an outline. An outline can help determine what should come first, second, and third. It gets you thinking about how to grab their attention off the top, what's going to go in the middle to keep their attention, and then how to end it. A storyboard can lead to a detailed shot list, which maps out the flow of your video. That's why you make it before. It's kind of like a blueprint, and it gives you a chance to get out those bad ideas. So you need enough detail to convey the concept of who or what will be on camera, how or where each shot will be filmed, and the order of events, and so on. It's better to make changes and revamp in the planning stages instead of when the filming has started. Not only can the outline help with starting a storyboard, it can help with getting a script started. In that outline or script, make sure again to get those key messages in early and often. Here at NDSU, I can't tell you how many times we've kind of wished we've had a more complete script before we started shooting, or even having something at all. It just helps you know what you want to do and say. Is the video going to be pictures with voiceover, someone demonstrating something, or are we going to be interviewing anybody? It just helps when you have something down on paper. In that outline, storyboard, and script, it can help determine where your recording locations will be and how many and what kind of shots you're going to need to get. And be consistent in these shots in regards to time of day, background, and lighting as not to confuse the audience. When you're getting your video, make sure to think about changing up your shots. You want to start out with a wide shot to kind of establish the scene, kind of show people where the location you're at. Then you go into that medium shot, kind of showing a little closer of the action. And then you get that real tight shot, the close-up shot, where you're kind of showing really what's going on and seeing some details of the people and what they might be working with. And it's a good idea to log these shots or have a shot list so you know what video you want to get when you're out in the field. And then you can check those shots off and mark when they've been recorded and even come up with some ideas for some more video. Don't forget to think about something to grab the audience's attention at the beginning of the video. Why? Because a study done a few years ago found that most viewers will drop your video after the first 8 seconds have passed, which is actually funny because this is 1 second less than the attention span of a goldfish. When writing your script, make sure you are writing with video in mind. You need good visuals to keep the audience's attention. If you don't want to have long paragraphs of data, if you need to include lots of facts, try to include pictures or videos that will enhance the message and keep the viewer's attention. Or maybe interview an expert about that topic. Don't forget to get your key message in early. If you think it takes too long to get that message in, or you have multiple messages that you need to get across, you might consider doing a second video to break it up. That way your message will be heard and the videos will be shorter. So a few reminders. Make sure you have room for your notes in your storyboard. Beneath each picture, write the lines from the script that will be spoken in that scene and jot down some notes about what is happening. And remember to show, don't tell. Use the storyboard as a litmus test to determine if your video is going to be visual or not. And finally, storyboarding can seem intimidating at first, but it's an integral part of your video making process.